Hi, I'm David Myer, and I'm going to talk to you about the five-line skink, or Plestiodon fasciatus. Here's the classification of this species. It's obviously a squamate reptile in the Skinkidae family, commonly known as the skink family. The genus is Plestiodon, which is composed of medium-sized oviparous skinks. The full name is Plestiodon fasciatus. A common synonym is Ulysses fasciatus. The species has no subspecies. For the identification of this species, some general characteristics would be that they're covered in smooth to flat scales with 5 digits. They grow to be about 5 to 8.5 inches, including tails. Juveniles are distinct. Like others in Plestiodon, they have bright blue tails that fade into adulthood. They also have 5 distinct white to yellow lines that also fade into adulthood. The body color of juveniles is either black or dark brown. Adult individuals tend to be much lighter brown and may still have dull 5 lines on the back. Adult males are easily distinguishable from females by the bright red or orange head. To differentiate these species from similar looking broadhead skinks and southern 5-line skinks, you can look at enlarged scales under the tail and the presence of 4 labial scales. Additionally, broadhead skinks tend to be larger, while southern 5-line skinks tend to be smaller and inhabit dry or sandy areas. For distribution, they are commonly found in the southern United States where it's humid, but their range extends all the way up to Canada and as far out west as Texas. Here are some habitat components. They are commonly found in partially wooded areas where there is sunlight as well as thermal cover. Some forest types they are common in, but not exclusive to, are pine forests, bondland hardwood forests, and early successional pine communities. They are also found in disturbed areas such as forest edges, cleared areas, and burned regions. One of the more important habitat components is moisture. Besides the implications for hunting arthropods, their eggs require high humidity to properly develop and hatch. These skinks are often under dense woody cover such as brush piles, stumps, or downed logs. These areas can provide arthropods to feed on as well as cover. Considering they are ectothermic, they need basking sites like many other reptiles. This is part of the reason they favor disturbed areas, as they need holes in the canopy for sunlight warmth. They may also create or use burrows to survive the winter. For their life history, particularly reproduction and growth, they have internal fertilization. Their mating season begins in spring around Mayish. Their eggs are laid in May to June, generally 1 month after mating. These eggs are laid in deep, secluded, and moist areas. They hatch about 4 to 6 weeks after laying them, depending on the ambient temperature of the nest. The females lay about 15 to 18 eggs, though many of these will not properly hatch. They have a 6-year lifespan, but they don't often live this long in the wild. They also sexually mature after about 2 or 3 years, depending on the diet or their genetics. Somewhat continuing off life history, here are some survival characteristics as well as some reproductive based behaviors. Some predators of the 5-line skink include snakes, carnivorous birds, small mammals such as foxes or raccoons, though animals like moles and shrews are known to eat juvenile 5-line skinks as well. Their diet mainly consists of arthropods such as beetles, millipedes, or spiders, though they're also known to feed on small vertebrates such as newborn mice, frogs, or other smaller lizards. This species is generally diurnal, though on hot days they're mostly active in the morning and evening times, so to avoid overheating. This species is solitary, besides females sometimes laying clutches together. For a nest with one female, she must take time from defending and caring for the nest to forage or bask. But for communal nests, females may alternate between foraging and guarding the nest. This parental care ends around 1 to 2 days after hatchlings leave the nest. Females maintain humidity within these nests by turning eggs through body contact and urination to increase moisture of the nest. Furthermore, maternal body contact may also transfer heat gathered from basking to the eggs. Males have aggressive territorial behavior to other adult males. They can identify species, sex, and age through chemosensory means, as well as visual means such as spotting the red head of males or blue tails of juveniles. Something very common in the Plestiodon genus is that they'll disconnect their tails to escape predators. This may also explain why the juveniles have such bright tails that they flick around, as it will distract the predator away from the body, thereby exchanging a tail for their ultimate survival. It's also important to note that the lost tail will also grow back. And that's it. Here are the references. Thank you for listening.